Kast. If you're tuning in for the first time, we're an all non-binary and female Dungeons & Dragons actual play show. I'm Lyla, your game master and host for this campaign, and you're tuning into the 12th episode, our Halloween special of our first campaign, Call of the Dawn. We are very glad to have you, but let's get a quick roundtable introduction. First up, Carolie.
Hi, I'm Carolie. I play 47, and today I'm dressed like 48.
Yay. And sitting next to Carolie is Cheyenne.
Hi, I'm Cheyenne. I play Mellie, and I'm honestly just that simple casual witch.
Love it. Love it. And next to Cheyenne is Christin.
Hi, I'm Christin. I'm playing modern day Fern, and I have a trip with me.
Yay. I love it. And next to Christin is Lindsay.
Hi, I'm Lindsay, and I play Annie, and I am dressed as a masquerade goer.
Love it. Very, very nice. And next up is Star.
Hi, I'm Star. I play Reia, and today I'm dressed up like Orsa, my familiar companion.
Hey. And finally, we have Vickey.
Greetings, mortals. I am Vickey, and I play Trip. And I'm dressed up as, I don't know, Death.
I love it. That's amazing. And I am dressed up as a faun, something from the Feywild. Maybe you'll meet them in a future campaign. I don't know. Ooh. But without further ado, let's get into this very spooky episode of the Portent Kast. The party has made their way through some of the greatest cities of the Darren, disaster seemingly following them to each city they find themselves in. The explosion in Diacre, to Annie's transformation, and to the attack at the Dire Reach Arena. They have found themselves in the thicket of the Ire's plans. As the Moonbear minimums followed thieves into the Dur thicket to try and find Amiria, Millie's sister, they received information from Lucian that they were most likely taking her to the Lucent Lock Witch. To gain ground quicker, the party made their way through the thicket up to E'eth Esari to gain horses from one of the illustrious friends, Archivist Imelda Arvia. They met her at the city gates, where she gladly welcomed them to the capital city and gave them rooms to stay in for the night at the local tavern. The party ate and then headed upstairs to rest before their journey to the lake in the morning. As Fern and Trip were getting ready for bed, Trip found a letter explaining his love for his friend. Trip stays sitting on the bed with the letter in his hands, staring at this letter. You can feel your hands reach toward the necklace you found Fern had put there. But as you reach up for the card charm, you can feel the other necklace you wear. Your locket.
It's been a while since I looked at the locket. Yeah, I'm gonna pull out the locket. I don't know if I need to take it off or how long the chain is, but just kind of open it up and look at the pictures inside.
So you take off the chain and the locket, and you hold it in your hand, and you open it up. And you see on one side is a painting of a woman with copper hair, and on the other is a small pressed baby's breath flower.
Yeah. Been a while since I talked to you. Yeah. I don't know, got a bit lost in everything for a bit. Yeah. Just gonna contemplate, just stare at the photo for a bit. It's been a while since I looked at the photo, so yeah.
Stare at the photo, kind of remembering when you got it on a very special day in your life.
Yeah.
You sit there staring at the copper beauty, and then your eyes focus back on the letter that's in your lap.
Okay. In a monologue going on for a bit, because Chip's got a choice to make, and it's probably a big decision, probably one of the biggest decisions that he's ever made in his life. So he's gonna tuck the letter, fold it, tuck it into a hidden pocket close to his heart, and pull out a normal gold coin. Looks normal. Looks great. Just kind of do that thing where he flicks it across his knuckles. I can't do it. I haven't even tried. And just sort of talk to the coin, but in his mind, it's weird. I know. Just sort of, okay, coin. Javid said you were lucky, and you never steered him wrong. So I got a decision to make, and I really hope you can help me make the decision.
What is the question you whisper to the coin?
Heads I tell everything. Tails I turn and run. Turn my tail and run.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a d20 for me. 1
20.
through 10. You will, it'll be the first option. 11 through 20. You will do the second option.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. Pip's gonna flick the coin, catch it, land it, and just look at it.
Yeah, and you see the face staring back up at you.
Ah.
And you know what the coin has decided for your fate.
Apparently so. I'm gonna cast Zone of Truth around myself and intentionally fail the wisdom save that it is need, or save whatever save it is. So there's like a very, not quite dark, but there's like a almost like a circle of blanket of almost fog type darkness a little bit. Changing the carpet. Just gonna sit there and wait.
Okay. Do you want to wait to cast this until you see Fern entering the room, or do you cast it immediately?
Let me meta it and see how long it takes, because Trip would know this, and I don't think I do.
Zone of Truth only lasts, I think, 10 minutes.
I'll wait until I can hear Fern coming back through.
Okay. So you wait in your room, and we move over. Fern, you've gone off to take your bath and to clean yourself up after the Yeti fight. And after you get yourself clean and kind of clean your clothes a bit, you walk out of the kind of shared kind of communal bathroom space that's in the inn. I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, that's beautiful. We love wisdom. Oh, that was an 11, but the next one was a nat 20.
Okay. So, as
then
you...
I do... hang on, I was gonna say something. Yeah, never mind. It's on ability checks, never mind. I was like, I have exhaustion, so...
yeah. You exit this room, and as you look down the hall, you see a familiar face walking down the steps. Of the elven man. Someone you know deeply walking down the steps.
Okay! He's just gonna stare and just, like, blink a few times, like, am I seeing this? And then he's just gonna kind of, like, start to slowly follow? Or, like, kind of walk up?
Yeah, you kind of walk up to kind of where you saw, and you can look down the steps, and you see that they're exiting the tavern now.
He's going to run after.
Okay. You begin running down the steps. I'll say you don't have all of your gear. You maybe have like a dagger or something with you. That you continue to run down the steps. Reia, you have just exited the tavern, and you are making yourself to where in E'eth Esari?
Yeah, I've headed out of the tavern, here for bed. I am going to head kind of further into the city to my mother's house.
Okay. Yeah. You begin making your way there. Make a perception check for me.
Perception. That is a 13.
Okay. You begin making your way into the city. About probably halfway to your mother's house, you notice the sound of steps behind you. And though you've seen kind of guards walking around and some people kind of going about their business during the night, you hear these steps get closer and closer and closer to you. And as you look around, you see Fern running at you.
Oh, is he looking at me or is he looking at something behind me?
He seems to be looking at you.
I guess I'm just gonna kind of just stick my hand out and do that thing like when people are shorter than you and get ready to hold him by the head.
Okay.
Like when people grab you by the forehead when you go run at them.
Yeah. Fern, as you're running towards Morrison, and you get closer and closer, they almost kind of like put one of their hands out.
Fern's going to like run up, grab the hand, and like set it on his cheek. Just like probably have tears falling, and he's like, "What? You're not supposed to be here."
Is he saying this to me?
Yes.
Okay, I'll be like, what are you doing out here, man?
I was following you. Like voice is like trembling. He's probably freezing his ass off.
And every time that Reia Morrison speaks, it comes through as Morrison's voice.
Then you should go back to your room, Ben. I'm just taking a walk.
Why are you here?
I got some friends in the city. I'm from here. I'm going to see my house.
You're not from here.
Yeah, I am. You don't know anything about me. Why would you think that?
Vern's just gonna like move the hand away, and he's just like, "We've known each other for like over 50 years. What are you talking about?" Like, panic obviously growing.
I would like you to make an insight check, Reia.
Okay. How do you stop rolling this dice? Okay. That is a 11.
You weren't too sure what's going on. You know something is wrong, but you aren't sure what it is.
I think I'm gonna gotta put my hands on Fern's shoulders and be like, Are you okay? You know we've only known each other for, I'd say, probably a couple of weeks at most at this point.
Vern's just gonna look so troubled, and he's just like staring down, and he's like, "What are you talking about?
You remember
I lived with you."
Fern, I almost hit Trip with a shovel. You never stopped talking about it.
And you are very confused, Fern. Morrison has never called you that. He's only called you by your name.
He's gonna like take a few steps back, and he just like kind of like run a hand through his hair, and he's just like, "What's going? That's not my name." And he's gonna like take a few steps back, more steps back, and just look very like almost troubled and scared at the same time, like very confused.
What is your name?
How do you not know my name? Oh god, what's going on?
I'm so fucking confused right now. Okay.
You're confused. Right when things were going okay. Oh god, oh god.
Fern, who do you think I am?
It's not what I think you are, it's who you are. You're not
Who am
supposed
I?
to.
I'm gonna
Orsa?
reach out and put my hands on both sides of his face and be like, who am I?
Vern's gonna like kind of fight the urge to like lean into the touch, and he just like grabs his hands. It's like, no, you're not here. You're not here. You can't be here.
But you
I'm gonna
feel Morrison's hands touching your face.
He's just like,
You can smell the aroma of baked goods.
he's just gonna like, despite like wanting to pull away, like you could probably feel his hands like wanting to pull, but then he just eventually just like gives in, leans in, like even like gives a little like kiss to the palm like he normally does.
Whoa, man, that's kind of weird. Okay. I'm gonna like hold him and be like, God, I was gonna slap him, but I feel like that's mean. So I was like, that's gonna be horrible if it doesn't break the thing. But I don't know if Reia would know that. Oh God. Okay.
Reia
Reia-
has no idea what's going on.
I have
just
no
that
idea what's going
something is
on.
wrong.
Okay. Fern, are you poisoned? Something happened? What's going? I'm shaking his head a little bit. Like, what's going on, man? Speak to me.
He's just gonna like cringe as he hears Fern. He's like, that's not my name. Stop calling me that.
Well, then tell me your name, man.
You know my name.
Well, I've only ever known you as Fern. I assume now it's because you got that tattoo. But I should. Oh, thank God. I should have occurred to me. Should have just known that one.
It's Naveen. You should know this. Why do you not know this?
I don't have Orsa with me, by the way. Before we left, I put Orsa in 47 and Melie's room, pushed him in there and said, let me know if something happens, and then walked out. So Orsa is not with me. So I was gonna
Okay.
I legitimately thought you were about to say just I put her in 47 and that was gonna be the end of that.
I opened 47's chest. You know, can I notice that Fern is cold? Because you're like,
Yeah.
okay. I'm going to light my hand on fire and hold it close to your face to kind of warm you up. You're like, here, you're kind of.
You see as Morrison lights a flame. He's done this a few times to light the ovens or anything. It's not unfamiliar, but it's strange that he's trying to warm you with it.
Just gonna like stare at the fire and just kind of shake his head and just like look at Reia, Morserid, and just try to blink a few times, and he's like, I don't understand. You were dead. I saw you. You were on the ground. Like, you're not supposed to be here. Why are you here?
Reia is having an existential crisis now. Because she thinks Fern knows something that she doesn't. Was I supposed to die? Like, she's having this whole, like, what the fuck? Because I think they're both I was like, no, I was fine. I didn't die. I mean, I fell down for a minute, but I got back up.
I was with you for hours. You were dead.
Well, I was Fern. Naveen. Sorry, if that's what you want me to call you. I don't understand what you're talking about.
And she's just gonna like even more panic, and he's just like, no, don't. What do you mean you don't know? Oh my god.
Okay, come here. And I'm gonna grab onto his arm and kind of like link it with mine and say, just come with me for a minute. And I'm just gonna take him to where I'm going. You're like,
Okay.
we're just gonna go this way.
Okay. Does Fern object to just following?
He's like very confused, so he's just like kind of like his body wants to go because he's like I know this person, but then he's just like confused at why this person doesn't know him, and so he's just kind of trying to like fight it as like almost going willingly, but he's just like kind of wanting to pull away.
Okay, so you have this internal kind of battle with yourself, trying to pull away and trying to go with. It's a struggle because you know you were there when Morrison was found, when they took his body away, and at his funeral. And this image is so real, you were sure you did not go to sleep. The voice is the same as you always remember. It's just the actions of this person that is strange to you. So, you follow, trying to work this out in your head. I'll ask you to make another wisdom saving throw.
Fine, that's even worse. Oh god.
Yeah. You can't see past whatever is happening. You know Morrison is leading you somewhere deeper into the city, and you follow. Reia, you continue forth into the city, eventually finding the place that you grew up. It's a nice home. It's not like a mansion, but it's a nice, quaint home. What do you do as you reach the gates outside the home?
Are there any like lights on? I know it's kind of late at night.
You don't see any lights on.
Then I gotta pull to the side and use the place that the kind of like part that I would use to sneak out when I was younger, and just kind of sneak in the way I used to sneak out.
Okay, yeah, easy enough to do. You know that there's a gate that is usually unlocked. You're able to sneak in that way, kind of into the kind of like back corridor, not corridor, a courtyard of the home. You notice it's a lot more. It used to be very pristine and cleaned, and all of the flowers and everything were pruned correctly, even in winter. But you see, a lot of it has begun to kind of be overgrown, like it hasn't been kept in a few years.
I feel kind of like a pang in my chest at that, and I'm just gonna turn away. I'm not here to see anybody. I'm just here to get into the house and pick up some old things, look for some books on stuff, because my mom is a lot of stuff. So look up some information. I'm gonna pull Fern in a little bit and try to like sneak through a window.
Okay. Alrighty. Yeah. Go ahead and make just a general investigation check to try to find an open window.
God damn this dice. The 4. What are you talking?
All of the windows on the bottom floor are all locked pretty tight. You can't really, unless you want to break in, you can't see a way in.
Yeah. I just go through the back door.
Okay. Yeah. Go up to the back door. You turn the knob. It's locked.
I'm gonna turn back to Fern, who's having an existential crisis. And hey, are you doing okay right now, bud?
He's just kind of staring, and then like kind of flinches at like the voice, and then just looks up and he's like, I'm very confused.
I'm gonna kind of awkwardly hug him. Be like, it's okay. You know you're like a brother to me, right?
Brother?
Yeah, you remind me so much of my brother. You know that, right?
I don't think we ever asked if Morrison had family, so would he know that Morrison
As far as you know, Morrison did not have any family.
He's just gonna like jerk away, and he's like, one, you called me a brother. You were more than that. 2, you don't have a brother. You don't have a family.
Fern, we're literally chasing my brother. If you have feelings for me, this is not the time to talk about it. I don't understand it right now.
Feelings for you? No. Of course I had feelings for you. You were dating me!
Aren't you gay? I'm so confused.
I'm gay. He's like, what? This is so weird. Oh my god.
I am woman.
You're not a woman.
I'm pretty sure I am.
No.
I've checked recently. I'm pretty sure. Fern, what the fuck is wrong with you right now?
What the fuck's wrong with you? Oh my god.
What, you're suddenly telling me, oh, we're in love, we dated. I'm old as shit. I would remember that.
Yeah. You are old as shit. Oh well. Oh my god. Is that why you can't remember?
No, I'm not. Ah! She just screams a little bit in the backyard, just like, ah. Okay. Are you pulling something on me? Are you joking with me right now? It's not funny. I don't think it's funny.
Why would I be joking?
Fern, as you're talking with Morrison, you see someone come around the other side of the house.
He's going to
Laid out.
Laid out?
Laid out. They're cloaked.
He's going to definitely like rip Morrison behind him and like grab his dagger and he's like, "Come out now."
I'm gay.
It's like, I know you are. Now's not the time.
Sorry, I thought that's what you meant.
Not. Shh. He's like trying to like cover his mouth, like as he's like staring at the being person.
And as you pull Morrison behind you, you see the figure stop in their track. I would like both of you to make a perception check.
Oh. That's a 20. It's a dirty 20. But it's a
I'm
20.
having a shit day. I got a 10.
Fern, you see under the cloak, there's, coming out from the hood, there's this kind of long braid of kind of almost white lilac hair. And you can see just under the edge of the hood, blue skin.
Would he know that it's brother? Ray's brother?
You aren't sure who it is, but those are the features that you see.
He's just still like on guard and he's just like, "What are you doing? Who are you?
Who are you?
None of your concern."
It is my concern. You're at my house.
I hear the voice, and is it my mother?
You hear the voice, and it's not your mother's voice.
Oh god. Is it? Oh, I'm gonna turn back to back against
You
Fern and not
know
look.
exactly who this is.
Yeah. God, he's got long hair now. That's so nice for him. Okay. Good for him. I'm gonna hear the voice, turn away, and then just keep my head down. And I'm gonna elbow Fern in the back. Or I'm gonna cast a message to Fern.
Okay.
I don't know if you'll hear it in my voice or the man voice, Morrison. But I'm gonna say, shit, it's Lucian. I can't see him.
Go ahead and make an Arcana check for me.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
18.
Okay, and I would like Fern to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Come on. That's an 8! It's going down!
Oh shit.
You hear in your voice you hear Morrison say those words to you. It's Lucian, I can't see him.
So you're pretending you don't know who I am? date with someone else?
Who are you? Why are you into my home?
He's just like shushing the brother.
He approaches more, but is still cautiously kind of like 10 feet away from you at this point.
I don't think this will count as communicating. I'm gonna reach my hand out to where the brother can see me. And I'm going to light my hand on fire. Show that it's me.
Okay. You reach your hand out and it lights ablaze. You can hear this almost like gasp. Reia?
The hand back in. Completely stop. I'm staring down, not looking at anybody else. My heart is fully in my chest, and I'm grabbing onto the back of Fern's cloak very tightly.
Fern, what are you doing as you hear this person call out for Reia?
Very confused at this point. He's like, it's funny question. Is he smart enough now to try to put the pieces together?
I'll say go ahead and make an intelligence check for me. Or you can do an investigation check. Either one.
Why can I not read? Oh, and I'm smooth. Okay, I was like looking at my skills, like where's intelligence? Apparently, I rolled in that one for that. That's a dirty 20.
Okay. As you're connecting all of these strange behaviors that you've seen from Morrison, and this person in front of you, the name Lucian, the name Reia being called out, you begin to piece it in your mind. You're still very confused as to what you've been seeing, who you've been talking with, but you realize that there's something happening that's disguising your friend.
That's a dirty trick, Reia. And he's like gonna throw his like cloak over her.
I'm still casting message so I don't speak out loud, and I'm like, what the fuck did I do?
We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do?
I don't know. I don't know.
Lucian's just kind of stumbling over words as he's trying to speak out, but can't.
Fern looks at him and is like, okay, go back in. Reia's okay. Now we know you're okay. How
are you guys here?
We traveled here.
Okay. And he kind of just slowly begins stepping back, very confused.
Reia loves you. Bye.
We will move over to everybody else for the moment being, and leave you guys there. What were Annie, Mellie, and 47 doing during this time?
I think Mellie fell asleep, didn't she? Because she was pretty tuckered from last time, honestly.
Okay. So Mellie's asleep. What's 47 doing?
47 is definitely trying to play with Orsa for sure in the room, like where Reia just like threw Orsa in there, and 47 was like, watch Orsa, and just like, Orsa, okay, and like just trying to play with Orsa, even though they can't really communicate.
Make an animal handling check for me.
Okay. That was a nat 20.
Hey. Okay.
That is the best nat 20 I can ever roll in my life.
Yeah. So you are able not only to warm up to Orsa, but you guys kind of play. He's like kind of flying and pouncing and kind of just like playing around with you as Mellie's kind of sleeping, kind of just in the bed.
47's very happy.
You're able to play with Orsa for as long or as short as you wish. And what is Annie doing?
I think Annie went and like took a shower from the day's hard work, and then she went downstairs and just like hanging out, chilling, contemplating her feelings on the group and certain people in it.
Okay. What is Annie thinking about as she's kind of gotten an ale to kind of sip on as she's kind of downstairs, waiting to go to bed at some point?
So she's sitting here thinking that this new group is like the bee's knees, especially now that there's a dragon involved and stuff. And she's like, okay, she's thinking this is not necessarily the longest time that she's gone without like any conflict or anything that surrounds her, but especially since she doesn't have her own companion anymore. Like it's a good like feeling that she's feeling and stuff. And she's also thinking about Reia.
Okay. Yeah. You sit there for however long you would like. I would say you would have gone downstairs after Reia and 47 had left, or not 47, Fern had left. So you didn't see them leave. But Trip, you sit in your room, kind of awaiting Fern to come back from the washroom, and you get this weird feeling, kind of after about 30 minutes or so. Because Fern usually takes kind of quick baths, and whenever you guys are in an inn or tavern, doesn't usually take this long.
Probably pacing a bit just to work off some nervous energy a little bit. Gonna go and have a look to see who's in the bathroom. Just gonna knock on the door gently.
You knock on the door, and you hear an unfamiliar voice call out, it is occupied.
Oh, sorry, mate. Didn't realise. You alone in there?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Nice. Carry on. Bathroom police. Over.
Okay.
Yeah.
And as you're turning around, you just hear giggles inside the bathroom.
Cool. No, great. Gonna go downstairs, look for Fern then.
Hey, you go downstairs and you see Reia, or not Reia, oh my gosh. Annie is kind of just sipping a tankard of ale. Just kind of in her own thoughts.
Gonna make me like Annie and just kind of, hey, hi.
She like gets out of that. Oh hey, what's up?
Hi. Yeah, not disturbing you, am I?
No, you're fine.
Cool. You seen anyone else?
No, it's just been me down here so far.
Oh, I'm missing a fern.
Like a plant fern, or like our fern?
Our fern. The two-legged walking variety. Yeah.
Oh. Cause y'all are sharing a room, right?
Yeah. I don't know if I did something wrong. Or I don't know. I'm just. He ain't here.
Do you want to try and track him?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if you want to be tracked. Might be you don't want to be tracked kind of situation.
Did y'all get into a fight?
No. Maybe. I don't know. Feelings are weird.
Why weird?
Feelings are complicated. I don't do. I do feelings, obviously, but I don't. Yeah.
Do you want to have a drink and talk about it?
Yes, I want a very much drink. I've just lost me that moment. But yeah, I want a drink. I want a big drink. Yeah.
Okay, you sit down here and I'll go get you a big
Yeah, one of those pints. That'd be great.
Okay.
Yeah,
And he walks over to the bar and orders 2 pints for a trip.
Mm-hmm.
Ready? Yeah, easy enough to do. You walk over with 2.
Here you go! She puts both of them right in front of you.
Just kidding, but I don't know if I can double it, but it's one after the other.
So what are these complicated feelings about?
Well, he wrote me a letter, and I found
Oh,
a
what kind of
letter. It's a one of those loving letter things.
Oh, a love letter?
Yeah, you wanna see it?
Yeah!
Yeah, I'm gonna pass it over and let Annie have.
Thieves can't, by the way, so I don't know if Annie could read it.
Oh, that's a good point. And he takes the letter and she looks at it. Yeah, I can't read this.
Oh.
Do you want to read it out loud to me?
Not
She slides
really,
it back
no.
over.
No. It does the feelings, and I don't know the feeling.
Does it do the feelings like Fern has feelings for you, or Fern doesn't and you have feelings for him?
Oh, I'm confused.
Do you like him?
Yeah.
Does he like you?
Yeah.
So why is this complicated?
That's a lot of more drinks to tell you.
More drinks! Okay!
Mm-hmm.
She goes and gets more.
Yeah, so Annie, you go over to the bar and you get 2 pints for Trip. And then you come back kind of quickly and you sit down.
I just one after the other down them. I don't know if I can do 2 at once, but I'm gonna try. It's just gonna be like one mouthful.
You can try. I mean, like, there's ale kind of spilling down your chest, but
Well, that's not good.
easy enough.
Yeah, a lot of alcohol inside it very quickly.
Okay. Easy
Yeah.
enough to do.
Mm-hmm.
So what are these complicated feelings?
Feelings of complication. Complicated feelings of complicatedness. Like when a person likes another person, and then the other person likes the other person.
So you like Fern?
Yeah.
And Fern likes you?
Yeah.
Then what's complicated?
I'm just gonna. There's like a little note, and I'm just gonna turn it around, and I'm just gonna point at the very bit at the bottom, and just sort of underline it, and it says here, and I'll quote it for you because that's exactly what it says. It says, "It's not fair to you that I'm staying." And
Does that mean he's leaving?
I don't know.
Does he know that you like him?
Well, I didn't exactly say. I didn't say. I don't know if I
Well, you
said.
haven't confessed your feelings to him yet.
No.
Then we gotta go find him.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Can I have another drink first?
Absolutely.
All right.
Goes to the
Cool.
bar and gets 2 more pints.
Okay. Yeah, so you get 2 more pints of the Trip. Where are you guys off to after Trip downs those pints?
Okay, so we gotta go find Fern so you can tell him how you feel.
Yeah. Why don't we just find Fern first, and then we'll see what happens after that?
Okay, let's see. I should have something. I have the, Which one is the tracking spell?
Are you looking for locate object, locate
object.
person?
We have an object that we can use to locate him?
What they can add? Yeah, and I'm gonna take off the little necklace, the ace card they gave me. Don't lose it.
I cast locate object on that.
Okay. Because you've seen the other one that Fern wears, so it's easy enough to kind of use that as a kind of beacon to help you draw energy outwards. It's not within 1,000 feet of you as you cast the spell.
Not that far.
Okay. Okay. She goes. Wait right here. I'll be right back. And she goes back to the bar and asks if anyone has seen description of Fern.
And the barkeep just kind of, he and I think the purple-haired girl went out about maybe 30 minutes ago or so.
He's with Reia?
I don't know her name, but...
Do you know which direction they went when they went outside?
No, I don't know. They just left. The boy was running after her.
Running after her. Okay. Okay, thank you. And she goes back to Trip. So the barkeep says that she saw Fern running after Reia, like, 30 minutes ago.
Alright.
Oh wait, let me go see if Orsa was with them. She runs back to the bar.
I'm gonna follow because this is taking a while.
Did either one of them have a dragon with them?
No, they didn't.
No dragon. Okay. Okay, so Orsa wasn't with them. Should we go wake up the others to see where they might have gone?
Why not?
Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
She now grabs onto Trip and is dragging him with her upstairs.
Yeah. Just following.
And goes and knocks on 47 and Melie's door.
Okay. Mellie, you awake to a jolt to knock at your door, and 47, you kind of stop mid playing with Orsa and just look up at the door.
Who is
I think we
it?
just come in.
Hello?
Okay, guys, are you awake?
No.
Yes.
I am now.
I'm gonna knock harder than I'm gonna say no.
Just come in.
Okay, Andy walks in.
Yeah.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Oh, Orsa,
Hey.
perfect! We're looking for Reia and Fern because the barkeep said that Fern ran after her.
He just gives you this confused look, kind of tilts his head.
Oh, right. I don't,
Does anyone
Orsa
speak
can
dragon?
understand me, though. I just can't talk to him.
Yeah,
Right.
you can't talk to him. Or, he can't talk to you.
Okay. So Annie looks at Orsa. Can you direct us to Reia? Shake once for yes, and that way for no.
He nods his head yes.
Okay.
that a yes?
Can you go take us to her right now? Or do you know if Reia's still with Fern? Yes or no?
He doesn't do either. He's confused because there's so many questions.
Okay, never mind. Can you take us to Reia? Like right now? Okay, let's go. And she just looks to 47 and Mellie and she's like, Fern and Reia went out somewhere. But Trip has something big to tell Fern, so we gotta go find him.
Okay.
So we're gonna borrow Orsa so we can go find Reia to hopefully find Fern. Unless y'all wanna come.
You can come if you want.
I think I'll go ahead and come with you guys.
I would. Please.
I mean, that's
I'll
two
follow
party
Orsa.
members gone. 47.
I mean, Orsa, we're friends now.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
good news.
And Orsa kind of just flies on top of 47's shoulder.
Yay!
Well, let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Alrighty. So you guys follow Orsa out of the tavern. He's kind of flying a little bit ahead of you guys as he kind of directs you. He's heading deeper into the city. And we'll go back over to Reia and Fern. So you guys just saw Lucian, Reia's brother, and he's backed away. You don't see him anymore. What are you guys doing?
He's gonna like remove his cloak and he's like, I am so sorry. That was a
And
dirty trick.
it's at this point you see kind of you're seeing through whatever illusion is at your mind, and you can see Reia underneath Morrison.
He's just like kind of rubbing his eyes and he's like trying to like make the magic disappear but like waving at it, and he's like, oh, ew, I kissed you, I'm sorry, ew. Ew.
Yeah, it was just my hand, but it was super weird.
Yeah, what? No, we're not gonna talk about this.
No. We need to take a pact right now to never speak about this to anybody else.
Yep. Agreed.
Okay. I'm not gonna turn around though. Is Lucian still there?
No, he's gone.
Fern? No? Okay.
gone.
Vickey went in the house because I need to get in the house.
Why do you need it in the house?
I gotta get some stuff. Can I get in my house?
I thought you lived in the woods?
No, can you get, if I tell you where something is, will you go look for it?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna, in a display of
You can-
affection that Reia does not know how to give, pat your head gently. But it's a little bit too hard and slightly warm
He's like,
Okay.
to someone who
Kinda
hasn't given
cringes.
affection in years and does not know what to do.
oh,
Can you, if you go to the, top floor, there's only 2 floors, turn to the left, you'll see a room with a big R carved into it, and it's really rough handwriting, don't judge me, I was like 6. Can you go under the floorboard, underneath, but like near the mirror, and pull out a bag there?
okay, secret compartment, like at your hut. Got it.
Yeah, like where you snooped through my stuff, yeah.
Yeah, okay, got it.
Okay.
Okay, I'll stay down here and not look for Lucian.
If you need me to say anything to him,
Man, I can't tell you to say anything to him, I don't know because of the whole situation, but if you want to, like, talk to him and get to know him a little bit, I'd appreciate it, because I would like to know how he is. Okay, wow, I'm gonna pick some weeds around here, and I'm gonna start cleaning up the the courtyard. And be like, this is, why does it look like this? Just to keep my hands busy.
yes. And Fern's gonna go to the door and, knock and be like, Lucian, this is weird, but Reia needs something. Open up.
Are you at the back door or are you at the front door?
I guess the back door?
Okay. Make a persuasion check for me.
I swear. Okay, that's a 12. That's not bad. I thought that was gonna be
Okay.
worse.
You knock on the door and you say that. It takes a moment, but then you hear footsteps approaching. And you can see like a lantern almost moving. You can see through the window. It's almost frosted over, so you can't really see inside, but you can see the light coming closer to you. And you hear this voice call out, who's there?
Is it the same voice from earlier? Fern's gonna be a little bit confused, and he's like, I'm a friend acquaintance thing of Reia. Reia needed something.
Do I hear that voice?
You're a little bit too far away in the garden trying to pick up weeds.
Okay.
Sorry to bug you so late.
How do you know my daughter?
Met her at her place.
Is she here with you?
Yeah.
She let me roll something real quick. Okay. She opens the door and then kind of just looks around to see if doesn't even acknowledge that you're there standing in front of her. Looks around to see if Reia is around. She kind of immediately spots where Reia is kind of in the ground, kind of trying to pull weeds out of the frozen soil. And at this point, Reia, you would have heard the door kind of swing open, and you kind of look over your shoulder and you see your mom running over towards you and embracing you in this big hug.
God damn it. I'm just gonna stand there awkwardly, like when your mom hugs you in front of your friends. They're like, and she's like, hi, Mom. Yeah.
Oh, Reia, dear, it's been so long.
Mm-hmm. How are you?
And she kind of just tilts her chin up to meet her gaze. Dear, I haven't heard from you or Lucian in so long.
Life's busy. I don't... You know, everything's fine.
Do not lie to your mother.
Sorry, force a habit. Then my friend Fern needs, I need some things for my room. Can my friend go in there and get them?
Why can't you go get them yourself?
Lucian and I had a fight and I don't want to see him.
But he's not here.
What?
He hasn't been here in 3 years.
I'm gonna put my hand on her forehead and be like, Mom, are you okay? Am I okay?
You do that. You're all fine. Normal, regulated body temperature. What's going on?
We're kind of in a pickle right now, Mom. I'm not gonna lie.
I would
It's a very...
probably say that. Yes. Come inside. Let's get you and your friend warm. It's cold out here.
You're sure Lucian isn't here?
I'm sure. I haven't spoken to him in years.
He's fine. We had a fight. He's fine.
You guys had a fight. He told me he couldn't speak with you.
Yeah, we had a fight, and that's why we couldn't speak, and then we spoke, and then we had a fight again.
For decades, you haven't been speaking to your brother.
Yeah, well, we spoke once, and then we had a fight again, and now we're not speaking again. He broke my favorite plate.
A plate, okay. She shakes her head and kind of guides you both inside, and she guides you into kind of like the den living space. It's well decorated, though a bit dusty, and she kind of lights a fire. Not the way that Reia does normally. Kind of just sparks some flint and steel and lights the fire ablaze. So, your friend, what's her name?
This is Fern. My hands are itching to panic clean. Be like, I need to do something with my hands. This is Fern. He's very interested in your famous tomato soup. Why don't you tell him all about it? I push Fern forward.
Dear, it's time to talk recipes. I haven't seen you in so long. How did you and your friend meet? He said you met a few weeks ago at your place?
Yeah. He stumbled across my property, and his boyfriend fell into one of my bear traps almost.
You have bear traps?
Bears.
Reia.
There are bears.
Yeah,
I don't kill them. I just make sure they don't get into my house. I don't kill bears.
She turns to you, Fern. Hello, I'm Carolina, her mother.
Nice to meet you.
I mutter like 10 feet behind. One of my best friends is a bear. What the fuck? Like, just turn your head.
Hey, what did you just say? Your best friend is a bear?
No, I met a bear,
Who have you been interacting with here since I last saw you?
Lots of people.
Gonna be honest, it's kind of gotten out of hand.
Go get the things that you need and we can talk more after that, okay?
Okay, don't say anything weird to my friend. Okay, and I go to my room.
Okay.
Leave them alone.
Yeah, you go up to your room. You see the door with the R carved into its face. You open, and it's how you left it. There's the mirror, the bed, everything. It almost seems like it hasn't been touched in years. There is a layer of dust on everything.
Kind of stand around and look at everything for a minute, run my hand across the thing. And as I was walking up to stand in my room, I put my hand on the door that was across the hall that had the L marked into it. And I'm going to, in my head, stop myself from getting too sentimental and just keep head down, get Fern out of my mom's vicinity. and start moving for the floorboard and just pick it up and look for like an old satchel that I had put there.
Easy enough to do. You lift up the floorboard and you find that there it's still in its place. You put the floorboard back as you pick it up and put it on the ground, and you hear that familiar voice peek at the back of your mind. Orsa. You keep pushing the lines I've given you.
I've been given one line, and I've strayed away from it.
Oh, have you?
Did not come here seeking my brother. As far as my mother is aware, he is not.
Oh, he isn't.
He here?
He hasn't been back since he started working for the woman.
Did Fern saw him too?
Oh, there was no... Lucian, your brother, was never in E'eth Esari. You are seeing tricks of something.
Who's making these tricks? No?
I do not know.
You don't know. Do you know where he is right now?
He is... he's escaping the brass for whom he works.
I kind of grip the bag a little bit tighter, and thank you.
Well, sorceress, you should probably get back to your friend. I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw for me, Reia.
No! Sorry, that was very loud. Good. 3.
Okay. And we will pick up after our break with what that means.
No!
We pick up as Reia rolled a 3 for the wisdom save. You kind of kneeled kind of above where this little cutout thing was in the floorboards, and you look up at the mirror, and there's a figure behind you. Cloaked, long braid, white hair. Reia?
I hate this. Okay. I look at the figure, wide-eyed, panicky, think about what the Dahlia said to me. And I close my eyes really, really tight. And I'm just thinking, like, in like a silent prayer, just being like, nope, not here. Go away. Go away. You're not here. You're not here. Go away.
Reia, look at me, please.
Mm-mm. I think hearing his voice directly for the first... I had heard it outside, but it was the first time I've heard his voice in about 40 years. Kind of just gonna cover my eyes. Like... I'm not saying anything, but Reia is silently, like, sobbing in her room. Just using to turn around.
You hear the voice come out again, kind of closer to you at this point. Reia, please, let's not fight anymore, please.
Is it still behind me?
Yeah, it's still behind you. At first, the figure was 5-10 feet away behind you, saying that, and they walked closer.
I think I'm gonna stop for a second, and then whisper so that that Lucian can hear me. And for the first time, I'm going to look up, turn around, and face him in the eye, and say, "We're never fighting."
Reia, don't you remember?
Oh fuck, I'm gonna punch him in the face.
Make an
Can I
attack
just punch
roll.
him? Attack roll.
Make an attack
Haha, I have negative strength. No, you goddamn bitch! The bitch of fate. Why did I roll that dice again? I think an unarmed strike, I do literally, I have like a minus
You
1
do
to that.
zero.
I do 0.
damage.
Well, I missed anyway. I rolled a 4 to hit, and I think I have like a 2 to that, so.
Yeah, so you go to punch, and the figure grabs your arm as you go to punch. Reia, please stop fighting with me.
I'm gonna, hand stuck here. I'm going to, I can't use my Mantle of Flame ability. I'm going, oh, I don't know if I used it. I think I did against the Eddies. I think I was on. I'm going to light just my hand on fire, put it up, and just kind of start backing away. Just like, no, and just like push it against it.
Stop.
Lucian, not Lucian. And then I'm going to scream.
I am Lucian. Stop.
I'm going to scream, Fern, as loud as I can.
Okay. Fern, you've been downstairs with Reia's mother for probably about 15 minutes at this point. She went and got you tea. You have tea. Kind of just sat, just chatting around the fire. Oh, you met Reia at her place? Where is that?
Don't you know where she lived?
Oh, she hasn't told me.
Oh, then it's not my place to say.
That's understandable. Where are you from?
Pretty far from here. A small little port town. Illinois. I remember.
Oh, Reia and her friends used to live there.
But did they? I thought they always this is their childhood home, so I'm confused.
They're over 200 years old. They've been out of the house for many years. Reia and her friends, and even Lucian, her brother, went out and they picked up adventuring. Did she
Odd.
not know this? I don't mean to tell her secrets. I just assumed. She said you were her friend, so.
Yeah, but I don't. They never said anything about living in Bellinor when I told them.
Oh. Well, let's not let her know that I told you. I want her to trust you and me.
Understandable.
Fern, what did you do in Bellinor?
I worked at a bar, helped my dad out.
What bar?
Yeah, I worked at a small little pub, kind of down in town. I lived kind of out of town. It was called the Black Dahlia. It was not the best place,
I
but
don't think I've ever been there. But sounds lovely.
yeah, it's been a while since I've been there. So if you have been there, I probably wouldn't have seen you.
Most likely. I'm not sure how old you are, but with your elven genes, we've had at least a century living in the same world.
Probably.
And you guys continue chatting, and then you are briefly interrupted, and you hear a faint scream from upstairs.
Fern's gonna instantly jump up and sprint up the stairs. He's not hesitating.
You go to sprint up the stairs, and the person you've been talking with reaches out for your cloak and drops you to the ground. I wouldn't worry about her. She's fine.
Fern's gonna unclasp his cloak and just wiggle.
Okay, go ahead and make an athletics check for me.
I gotta save my friend. Athletics. I gotta save my friend. Oh, let's do this. Come on. Oh, god dang it. That's an 11.
You try to get up, but this person puts their foot on your chest. I
It's gonna,
said
like,
not to worry about it. She's okay.
Mom, you are. And he's gonna grab his dagger and, like, kind of stab the leg.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Dagger. Heck yes. That's a 9 to hit?
That
Yeah.
does not hit.
Oh, god dang it.
Go and you quickly take your dagger and go to stab the leg. And you just stab through the clothing that's there. I told you not to worry about it. And I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Dang. That my wisdom is not the
Wait, no,
best.
a constitution saving throw, I'm sorry.
Okay, Constitution is not better. Wait, hang on, that was the wrong one. Constitution, can we? That's it. 18? Because it's not an ability check? Is it an ability check?
It's a saving throw.
Okay, so.
Okay.
Yeah, 18.
You see as this black misty energy shoots from Reia's mom's hands and tries to envelop your arms, but you're able to go through whatever is happening with this black magic. But you're still pinned to the ground.
Can I try to, like, grab the leg and, like, flip? Maybe do a grapple?
Try
something?
Yeah, you can do an athletics check.
Athletics again. Come on, strengthy boy. Oh god,
And
that's
does
a
your-
9.
Yeah.
Yes.
You have just screamed at your brother, and he's kind of yelling in your face to stop. What do you do?
Is yelling at me. I'm going to kind of slide back. He's got one hand grabbed around me. I'm gonna put the other one in front of his face and say, tears in my eyes, "Fuck you to the highest fucking power!" and cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Go ahead and make two attack at disadvantage because you are within range, or you are in melee range.
The first disadvantage attack is 16 plus 7.
Okay.
Math?
And what's the second?
23.
21.
First one, 23, yes. And then the second one with disadvantage is a 13.
You shoot out both of these rays at your brother's face, and as soon as you shoot them out, you see the form of your brother dissipate. I would like you to make another wisdom saving throw for me, please.
To 18.
As you shoot your Eldritch Blast out and at your brother's face, you see as whatever form he had dissipates into mist and fog. And you shake your head again to see if what is really happening is happening, and you blink away and you're not in your house. You're not even in E'eth Esari. You are surrounded by swamp trees, and you are standing in a puddle of water, and there is fog surrounding you.
I don't have the bag I came for either, do I? I'm breathing very heavily, hands on the ground. So I'm in the swamp, there's no up or down.
There is no up or down from what you can see.
I'm going to turn over and go oh fuck, I don't know where Fern is. I'm going to try to find Fern.
Go ahead and make a. Are you looking around, just trying to see if you can see him, or are you going around and investigating?
Okay, I don't have anything. I think I'm just gonna investigate.
Okay.
Yeah, just around investigate.
I'll ask you to make an investigation roll. The other four, you guys are following Orsa, and trying to find Reia and Fern. You guys are running through E'eth Esari as you're following Orsa through. What are you guys doing?
So, at any point, does Orsa, I guess, react to the fact that Ray is in trouble? Like, do we see any sort of like visual indication that Orsa panics, or aren't they like linked?
No, you don't see any interaction that causes you to think that you should be worried about where they are. You guys are running through the streets of the E'eth Esari. I'm following Orsa.
Would Annie recognize that anything weird is going on?
No, not at the moment. I mean, you can make a perception check for me.
I was so happy about our costumes that I forgot it was a Halloween episode, which means it was spooky.
That's a 10.
You don't notice anything.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys are running through.
Following Orsa.
Yeah, you see there's guards kind of passing you, and they kind of look at you as you guys are kind of following Orsa, but don't keep too much. Mellie, I'd like you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
God bless it. Alright. Let me move these out of the way.
Got this.
I'm gonna mute it so it doesn't matter if it makes the dice noise. Okay.
No, you're fine.
Alright.
I like the foley it makes. There's dice.
I'll have to roll it again. Hold on. You said wisdom?
Yes, a wisdom saving throw.
It's a 5 plus 7, so that is a 12.
Okay. As you're running, it's weird. You've been to E'eth Esari before, just once, but in your mind you can hear Amiria screaming for help.
She just kind of...
You kind of instinctually begin going towards where you think she is screaming.
She don't stop. She just goes. She don't care if nobody follows her.
I will say, the next highest passive perception is Annie. Annie, as you guys are following Orsa, you see Mellie just turns around and walks the other way.
She looks like, wait, Mellie, where are you going?
Not now. Amiria, bye.
Wait, what? And she kind of like stops. She looks at 47. 47, do you know what's going on with her?
47's following Mellie. Immediately. No, 47's following Mellie.
Two besties for life.
What is Trip doing in this instance? As you see, you're trying to find Fern and Reia, but Mellie just turns around.
Well, the dragon knows where it's going, so he's just going to be following the dragon.
Continue to follow the dragon. What is Annie doing?
Annie looks at Trip and like slows down for a brief second. Do you think they'll be okay?
I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know what's happening.
Millie's got 47, and they should be good. But
Well, we can, if we stop the dragon, we can follow them.
But we
if you
also
wanna-
gotta see if Fern's okay, because if he left without him knowing that you like him.
Yeah, that's important.
What are you guys doing?
Let's keep following Orsa.
Okay. I'm just gonna
Okay.
follow Orsa.
Or
Yeah,
follow
you guys
Orsa.
continue to follow Orsa. Trip. Can you make
No.
a saving throw for me? For wisdom?
Wisdom. Okay. Non-natural 20.
You continue walking. Everything is normal, but it's weird. As you're walking on the cobblestone streets, your feet sink a bit.
Cobbles don't normally. I've had like 4 drinks. But even I know cobbles ain't supposed to do that. Can I'm gonna call the attention to Annie. Like, she's with me. Squishy cobbles.
Wait, what? What?
Squishy cobbles.
Squishy. Does Annie at this point like feel any of this?
Oh, it's all normal.
Krista, hold on! She looks at Trip. She's like, "What do you mean squishy cobbles?"
Squishy cobble.
Orsa kind of just stops and flies back around to meet you guys.
The cobbles, they go squish. And I'm just gonna move my feet a little bit.
Yeah, you can see that they're squishing, but to Orsa and Annie, Trip is kind of just hopping up and off of one foot. It's kind of on the cobblestone.
Annie at this point just chalks it up to the 4 pints that she had given him consecutively to down. She's like, okay, it's okay. And she just tries to like pick him up on her back so we can continue moving forward.
Okay. Does Trip allow Annie to do that?
For a bit, yeah, why not? Because
Okay.
apparently he's the only one seeing this, so yeah.
You guys continue forth, and then you find yourselves in front of a 2-story house. It looks like the gardens have kind of been overgrown. Yeah, there's a gate kind of surrounding it and fence. You find yourself there.
And then
Orsa
Orsa
kind of just stops.
stops.
Yeah. Orsa stops in front of it. and-
Orsa, are they in there?
Hop down.
Yeah, I'm picturing. Is the ground solid here, Trip?
I'm gonna. I'll jump down and check.
It's still slightly squishy every time you step.
It's still doing it, but I think that's probably the pints, so we'll carry on.
Oh, okay. You sure you're good?
Yeah, I'll ignore it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Reia, what was your investigation check?
19.
Okay. With ease, you find Fern is on the ground and is being grasped by these very large, thick vines, holding him to the ground.
Sorry, Christin made a face, and that upset
I
me.
know.
Sorry. Okay. Run in. My face is very I guess the gray blue equivalent of red, because it's like clear sobbing. I'm gonna run in and go, holy shit! Oh my god! And then just I'm going to cast Firebolt on the vines, like in front of him, and try to burn them away.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll for
that. 16.
Okay, yeah. You begin burning away the vines. Fern, all you can see is Reia's mom just stepping on your chest, just saying not to worry about Reia.
Fern gonna see me burn my mom alive? You're muted.
But you're muted.
That makes sense. Love it. Mind the rat. Anyway. So all I see is just the mother and just being like,
You don't see Reia. You only see her mom stepping on your chest.
he's gonna just like glare at her and just be like, I didn't even have a mom, but I know that's fucked up.
And you hear him say this, Reia.
Oh great, okay. I'm gonna yell his name. Fern? That was really loud, sorry. Fern?
As you're Fern, as you're staring up, you hear this very distant yell for your name from Reia's voice. It's distant.
I'm trying, Reia, I'm trying.
I'm just gonna falter a little bit and go, okay, you're doing amazing, Sweaty, and keep going and just keep burning things.
Fern, you see as this figure above you, it alights their own hand in flame, kind of how you've seen Reia do, and you can feel this heat gathering around you.
He's like, oh shit, I'm about to burn. Just gonna try to use his dagger again.
Okay. Yeah, go make it an attack roll.
My mom does have weak ankles. Oh my god.
Oh, that wasn't that one. That wasn't that one.
Reia, you release Fern's hand, and as soon as you do that, he comes up and tries to stab at you with his dagger.
Can I stop it anyway? Do I have to use do I have to use shield to stop it?
It doesn't hit you.
It just tries.
It went past, but he tried. But he's just staring up. Kind of not even at you, but just goes and swipes towards where you are.
I think I'm gonna reach down and kind of like grab like his face in my hand like a bad child and just squish his face and be like, "Can you see me? Are you okay?"
You hear those words distant, very, very distant, almost too quiet for you to hear, as you see her mom, grabbing your face and the flames lighting around you. You can feel it burning. And you take 5 points of psychic damage.
Cool.
I also wanted to yell, "The mom is alive," but I think that's just.
But I don't know if there's anything else Fern can do. He's just kind of just like trying to endure it, but it's burning, and he's like, ah.
Can I notice him taking damage at all?
You can see and hear him reel in pain, but you aren't sure from what, as you've burned away most of the vines.
Fern, the mom is a lie. The brothers, everything's a lie. We're not even here. We're in a weird swamp thing. Get a hold of yourself.
Make a perception check with disadvantage, Fern.
Oh wait, me. Wait, no, wait, who?
Who, Fern?
Okay, perception check with disadvantage. That's a 12.
Make a general wisdom check for me, Reia.
Oh, okay.
That's me.
Oh,
I'm not gonna roll that die. Fuck that. Here we go. I got bad news, Fern. That's a natural 1.
Oh, you don't.
Do I have
hear
any dice?
Reia's voice keeps getting further and further away from you. But we're gonna move over to Annie and Trip again. You guys are standing outside of the 2-story house that Orsa's taking you to.
Do we hear any of the screaming or anything? Okay.
If I can look around to see if there's like any tracks or.
Yeah, go ahead and make a survival check for me. Oh, disadvantage.
Ooh. This math. Survival. Okay, 3.
You can't find any tracks, but as you're kind of looking around, you see an open gate, kind of on the side yard.
Gate's open.
Okay, let's
Point
go.
it out.
We just start walking.
Just walk up path.
You walk up the path that leads you to a back doorway.
Is it open?
No, the door's closed.
I knock on the door.
Okay, you knock on the door. You don't hear anything inside.
Can I do a perception check to see if I see anything
Yeah, go ahead.
out of the unusual? 15... 18.
The only unusual thing is you can't hear anything. But as you're kind of looking through the frosted, you can see like what looks to be like firelight, and you can see that there is some sort of figure kind of within that light.
She looks at Chip. It looks like there might be someone in there.
maybe it's one of them?
Maybe. But wouldn't they have heard us knock, right?
I mean, maybe. I'll knock a bit louder.
Okay. You knock a bit louder. Annie, I'd like you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Okay.
And Trip, I'd like you to make one as well again.
Oh no.
It's 19.
Oh no. That's a
Okay.
10. Oh no.
Trip, as you're kind of looking into this little window that's on this doorway, you hear a very familiar voice.
Mm-hmm.
Honey, are you home? And you open the door, and you walk into a very familiar room with a small little cot, dresser filled with different types of flowers, and you see a gnomish woman with copper red hair, kind of sitting
Holy moly.
crisscross with a book in her hand.
Just gonna look back. Am I like, do we believe this is real then, or?
You believe this is real.
Okay. Can I do like a backwards look outside, see if it's still the house?
Yeah, you do a backwards look outside, and it's the rest of the tavern. It's the hallway leading up to your room. Aren't you gonna come in?
Yeah. This is gonna sound weird, but I've been just having the weirdest dream.
Well, maybe you just had a weird day at work.
Yeah.
How was the pass?
Alright, not bad. Bugbear lady. Spells. Kind of robbed her for everything. Well, I don't know if we robbed her for everything. We robbed her for as much as we could get from her.
Well,
Made a
do
few.
you have anything interesting?
A few copper. Bit of gold. 1 or 2 scrolls. We haven't opened them yet because Javid said don't open them because, you know, spell scrolls be spell scrolls and they can be a bit weird.
Well, I think Javid is correct.
Aye.
Come read this book that I got today at the market. It's quite nice.
Sure, aye, tell me all about it. I'm gonna go and sit next to her.
Annie, you see Trip has opened the door and is just walking in.
Wait, wait, wasn't that locked? Wait, where are you going?
He doesn't respond to you.
Is Orsa still with us?
Trip is still with you. He's kind of perched on your shoulder at this point.
And he looks at him. Orsa, just keep an eye out, and if something seems weird, then make me aware. She just starts walking in after Trip.
Okay. You walk in after Trip, and you see Trip is now sat on the ground in front of the fire, kind of looking into it. And you don't see the figure that you saw before.
Okay.
And you can hear Trip as kind of just talking to himself. Very whispered tone.
Man, I didn't think those drinks were that strong. Dang. She just like starts kind of looking around then.
Okay. Go ahead and either make a perception or investigation check, whatever you'd like.
+2, perception I think is +3, so that's a 12.
You begin kind of looking around the house. You see that there's 2 cups of tea left on the little table that's in the den area that Trip is sitting at. And then you kind of go upstairs to see anything, and you see that there's a floorboard up, and there's something in the floorboard.
I go and look to see what's in the floorboard.
Okay, you see a satchel.
Do I recognize it at all to be? I look in the satchel.
Okay. You look in the satchel. I'll ask you to make another wisdom saving throw.
17.
Okay. You look in the satchel. It's empty.
Okay. I drop it back in the spot in the floor. And I look at Orsa. Orsa, why'd you say that Reia was here? I don't see her anywhere.
you can see this worry kind of grow on his face. Kind of shrugs his wings.
It's not good that you're just shrugging. The person that you're linked with is not here.
Orsa just has this very worried look on his face. He's unsure. He knows he has this connection to Reia, and I'll just say, just based on your intuition and things like that, you know that he thinks that Reia is here, but you do not see Reia.
Okay, well, something's going on then, because I feel like Chip is acting weird for being drunk, and Reia and Fern aren't here.
She goes back downstairs to, like, at least hang out with Trip to keep him in her sights while she's trying to figure this out.
Yeah, you go back downstairs and you see Trip is just still there. Reia, so you're kind of above Fern, and you can hear voices about 30 feet to your left.
I think I'm going to I cover Fern's mouth so he doesn't scream. And I'm going to pick up some mud on the side and, like, pull out his arm and start writing "It's Reia" on his arm with mud.
Okay.
I don't know if I can... He's just screaming at me no matter what I do, right?
For the most part. Fern, I'd like you to make another wisdom saving throw for me.
That's a nat 20.
So you're looking up at Reia's mom as she's stepping, and almost it feels like her foot is going like deeper and deeper into your chest. And as you're kind of trying to reach out and try to swing at her with your dagger, the lettering appears. It's Reia on your arm.
He's just gonna like stop and then like stare at it, and he's like, just kind of like try to shake his mind free of like this illusion that's in front of him. And he's like, I need to stop. I need to stop.
You shake your head, trying to think about where you are, and you're focusing on the mud, saying it's Reia. Blink, and you're in a swamp. Reia's above you. There is hundreds of trees, and you are half sunken into this puddle, and there are burned vines around you. And you can hear 30 feet off in the distance there are voices.
Fern's gonna just like stare up at Reia, and he's like, didn't hit you, did I? Looks at the vines. Guessing I didn't.
No, who was I this time? I gotta know.
Your mom?
Oh god, my worst nightmare. Okay, and I start pulling him up.
Okay.
Wait, so was I trapped this whole time? Does that mean I didn't kiss you? Oh, please tell me I didn't kiss you.
No, that still happened, and we're never speaking of it again. Remember, you made a deal.
Yeah. Okay. I just thought I was trapped in this the whole time. Okay, never mind.
Oh, we're in a swamp. We're not even in E'eth Esari. I'm so fucking confused. But we gotta be quiet. There's voices that way. I think there's more of those things here.
Oh. Wait. If we're not in here's my brain can't think right now. Where's the others?
We never got to E'eth Esari. We never made it to that tavern.
Yeah.
We gotta find a way back to that tavern. Okay, I'm going to try to reach out with my psychic link to Orsa that I think we can communicate if we're within 1,000 feet of each other. I think that's how Find Familiar works, question mark. I don't know if it just try to be like, Orsa, can you hear me? Just in my brain.
And Fern's just screaming out loud for Trip and the others.
I'm gonna cover his mouth though to be dude, there's something else over here.
I don't care.
Yeah, I'll ask Reia, you make an Arcana check for me.
Don't fail me, you. Oh, That is an unnatural 20.
I guess.
You reach out towards wherever Orsa is, and you say that, and you very quickly get the images of Annie and Trip sitting in front of a fire in a very familiar den.
Den that's familiar to me?
Yes. It is the den that you were just in with your mother and Fern.
Oh. Gonna kind of lean over. I'm whispering to Fern, like, okay, so I think they're with my mom, but not
Is
my
your
real
mom a
mom.
witch? Your mom a witch?
No, she makes maps.
Okay.
I'm just gonna. I feel like I'm holding on to him like we're in a haunted house, and I'm afraid something's gonna pop out at us. I'm just like, does that give me like a general direction because of?
All you know is he's within 100 feet of you. That's all that you know.
Fern's gonna pause and he's like, can you locate things? Or no?
No, I pretended I could when I was pretending to be a cleric, but I can't actually do that shit.
God damn it, Reia.
Sorry. Listen, I can I can make a really big fucking light. I can light this place up.
I don't think that's gonna work.
No, I can make it really dark, but I don't think that'll work either.
That definitely wouldn't work.
Okay, well, I'm not okay. No, I think number one thing here, we don't split up. I am not going to let go of you. If you try to let go, I will punch you.
Okay.
Two, I say with love. And
It wouldn't be the first time you punched me.
I'm sorry about that, by the way. Anyway, I guess, do we go toward the voices?
It might be our friends.
Okay. God, this is so fucking spooky. Okay. It's gonna start walking slowly in that direction.
Fern's very much walking faster, trying to, like, pull Reia. Making sure he's, like, still holding her arm. Because, like, I'm guessing, like, their arms are, like, kind of linked at this point.
Yeah, I will get pulled. I'll move at the speed that you move. I'm cool with that.
You guys move towards the voices, and you move over to 47 and Mellie. You guys are walking through the streets of E'eth Esari. Mellie, you can hear that your sister is screaming for help. She is calling out your name. She is calling out Mom, Dad, screaming for help. And as you get to the end of the street, it's you notice it. It's very minor, but the end of the street ends in a cliffside. But you've never been here, so you don't know.
Can I tell from where the voice is coming from?
It sounds to be like off the side of the cliff somewhere.
She just kind of turns to 47. Do you hear her?
I guess so. I'm gonna say 47's probably the time has been running after Vickey, and Mellie, what's wrong? Like, what's happening? But like, Mellie hasn't really asked him
At this
anything.
point,
Yeah.
Mellie you're at the edge of this kind of big fountain. Mellie's looking in over the edge and asking if you can hear her. You don't know what she's talking about.
Hear what? Hear what? What's wrong? Where are you going? What are you doing?
She's looking back and forth. I hear Amelia off of this, and you said it was a cliffside, right? For me. Off of this cliffside. She's down there somewhere. But I don't know where to go from here.
Cliffside? It's a fountain. What are you talking about?
47, what are you talking about?
What
This
are
is a
you
cliffside,
talking-
and she just like
Really?
gestures like across the fountain or whatever 47 sees.
47 just grabs like she's playing pretend like Mellie. Like what are you joking about? Mellie, like our friends are that way. What are you doing?
Mellie just looks very confused. She just kind of stays put. for a moment, and then she just tries to think on what to do, really. So you don't hear or see a cliff. This is a fountain, and she's like pointing her finger off of where the cliff is.
Yeah.
She's like pointing on and off.
And what you're seeing below the cliff is just the rest of like, it looks like a forest, almost like the thicket.
How?
47's gonna grab Millie's hand and okay, Millie, let's get away from the cliff now, okay?
Wait. How deep is the cliff? Like, how deep, how tall?
From what you can see, it looks to be maybe 500 feet.
But can I have a look at the rest of my surroundings since I see a cliff?
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Alright. 17. 10 plus 7. So.
Okay. Yeah. You look around, you kind of look off of the edge of the cliff from before 47's kind of dragging you, and you can see that your sister is holding on to a branch or a limb that is stuck within the cliffside.
Amiria! She just kind of like runs toward the cliffside.
Help me, please.
I don't know how to help. 47, do we have a way to like extend a rope? I don't care if I'm crazy. I have to help.
Help what?
Amiria.
And at this point, 47, I'd like you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
That is a 16.
Okay. You still see the E'eth Esari, but nothing is changing from what you can see.
Okay. I don't know. I can't. I'm confused, Millie. I want to help you, but and 47's gonna go over there and like scoop water up with their hand and like splash Millie with it, and like it's a fountain, and like splash her. It's not a cliff.
You, 47, you feel the water, and you see it splash upon Mealy's face, but Mealy, you just see 47 grab air and just throw it in your direction.
What are you talking about? There's no fountain! You literally just at the edge of the cliffside, and she scoops whatever they're seeing and just splashes 47.
Okay, and you, 47, you see Mealy touch water and splash it at you.
Okay. Well, one of us is clearly crazy here, and I don't know which of us it is.
I don't either. All I know is I'm currently seeing my sister hanging off of a branch off of a cliff,
Mealy,
and
help
you're
me,
seeing
please.
a fountain.
Okay, well, I guess let's help Amiria. How can we help Amiria?
Mealy, from what you're seeing, she is about 15 feet off of the cliff, kind of grabbing onto that limb that's protruding outside of it. So you guys do have rope on you. You guys can try to do that.
Can you get the rope for me?
Sure.
It's gonna look really crazy to you. I understand that. But I guess humor me and we'll figure it out.
Yep, that's what we're doing. And 47's gonna get the rope and just hand it to Mealy.
Okay.
I start, like, lowering it down to Amiria.
Okay. You begin lowering it down. 47, you just see it kind of in the fountain, kind of just pooling. But Mealy, you see it going down to Amiria, and you can see the fear on her face as she tries to reach for it. I would like you to make another wisdom saving throw for me.
Alright. That is a 18 this time.
Okay. You see Amiria grab it and hold on to it, but it's really weird. You don't feel the weight being pulled against the rope.
Well? And Mellie just looks very, very confused.
And you look up, and in front of you, where there shouldn't be anything past the cliffside, you can see a mangrove tree dangling with moss just out in the middle of the air.
I'm trying to remember what the mangrove tree was. Was that in the E'eth Esari? Or
no, the mangrove tree, but it's like in a swamp tree.
Okay. 47 now. I'm seeing a mangrove tree, and she's just like pointing. She's pretty much unsure. She still has hold of the rope in one hand, hoping that for some reason it is Amiria.
So, it's Amiria's tree?
No. I'm not sure. Amiria? She calls
Mellie,
down.
pull me up. Pull me up, Mellie.
Okay, so what is a mangrove tree real quick?
It's a swamp tree.
Okay, that's it?
Yeah, it's just a swamp tree.
Okay. She says hesitantly and just starts pulling the rope.
Okay. You begin pulling the rope, and eventually you see Amiria's hand grab the side of the cliff as she's up there. And she stands next to you, and she hugs you. And I would like you to make an athletics check, please.
Four.
Okay. So as soon as your sister grabs hold of you, you can feel her weight drifting back towards the edge of the cliff. And you feel yourself falling. 47, you just see that Mellie falls into the water.
Okay.
But it's strange as you look, and you should see her laying at the bottom of this fountain. It's only about 2 feet deep. You look and you don't see her anymore.
47's gonna freak out. Mellie, grabbing the water, hand all the way down, trying to feel for anything.
Yeah. Mellie, you take 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Of course I do.
Actually, no, it's technically piercing damage. So.
Okay.
But 47, you begin trying to go through. Make another wisdom saving throw for me.
That's an 8.
Okay. You begin trying to go through the water to try to find Mellie, but you're just hitting the bottom of this fountain. And you look up, and you can see you've been transported. You look up from the fountain, and you can see the waterfall on the side of the mountain.
Mellie? 47's just thinking this fountain took them home. Mellie, Mellie? Confused. Where'd you go?
Yeah, you don't see Mellie around. You don't hear a response. You don't see anyone that you know. You just see very empty sanctum.
Okay. Probably walking to the tree. Probably the only thing they would do. They can't find Mellie. Walking to the tree, Laura.
You walk towards the tree. And as you're walking, you notice your height isn't as tall. You're much shorter. You aren't sure why. But you're walking and asking Alara, but you don't hear any responses. Reia and Fern. You guys are walking towards the voices. Are you doing so stealthily or not?
So. Like, trying to be.
Oh, we're going stealthy. I think we're just kind of going.
Yeah, we're just not being, like, obnoxious, but we're not being stealthy.
Alrighty. So as you walk towards the voices, and you're walking through the swamp, and you have this very eerie feeling in your guts as you walk through the swamp. The fog is collecting around you. It's very hard to see past. But you're walking and you can see Annie, though you can see that she is almost sprung up on a tree. Like her arms and limbs are like enveloped into the tree. And you can see Trip is on the same tree but a lot lower and is enveloped by the tree, and there you can also see the vines are beginning to wrap up and around the tree.
The first thing that I'm gonna do is cast stand kind of in the middle area while my hand is still on Fern, and I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire on us, so all of us are lit up. So if something happens, we know what's real because we're lit up.
Okay.
So, and also that means that I can unhook from Fern because he's lit up and I can see him. And that's concentration, so I think I can do. And then I'm going to let go and kind of push him at Trip as I'm just going over to Annie, and I'm going, shit, Annie! And like, kind of like it. Are they looking at anything? Are their eyes open or closed?
Their eyes are open. And you can hear Trip kind of muttering, talking about flowers. You're not sure what exactly about them, but talking about flowers, muttering. Trip, you are talking with Copper about the flower book that she purchased and is reading, and telling you about all the different meanings of flowers and everything. But you can hear something. You aren't sure what, but it doesn't sound like it's normal for where you are.
Okay.
It's very distant. You shouldn't be hearing the chirping of crickets where you are, but it's distant, but you can hear them. Annie, you are sat kind of next to Trip. Orsa is kind of on your shoulder, and you're kind of just looking at Trip as he's muttering about flowers. Is there anything that you're doing?
Just sitting there now talking to Orsa. I don't know where these flowers came into play. Do you? Yeah. Didn't think so. Where are we? But you're sure that Ray is here, right?
He has this very confused look on his face. He kind of nods and then shakes his head and then continues to kind of do that. He's not sure.
I guess we're just sitting here for a minute.
I will note that Reia and Fern, you don't see Orsa immediately around you. But then again, you don't know. As far as you are aware, you left Orsa with Mellie and 47, so they might not be here.
Fern's just running over to Trip, and once Reia lets go, and he's like, Trip, hey, like maybe patting his cheek, like, wake up, and then he's gonna like try to cut the vines.
Okay. Trip, make a perception check for me.
God, I wish Reia knew about the note, because right now I'd be yelling, True Love's Kiss! True Love's Kiss! As I'm trying to do this shit.
3.
Okay. Yeah. You're just listening to Copper talk about this book. Eventually you get Trip free, but he's kind of almost in this like catatonic state. as he's just kind of muttering about flowers.
Is this what I look like?
Oh, you're taller. You're taller. Oh, you meant no, you were reacting a lot more, I think. Like, but I think that's mostly because you were fighting my mom.
Yeah, your mom was burning me.
Yeah.
I hate fire at this point.
Hey, I understand. I say as I light my hand to flame and try to burn Annie down.
Yeah.
My entire hand's on fire when he says he hates fire, and I'm just like, it's like a personal.
Yeah. Eventually you get Annie down. She kind of slumps into your arms as she's kind of a bit higher on the tree. Yeah. Trip and Annie make wisdom saving throws for me.
That's an 8 for me.
9.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm trying.
Trip, you keep just hearing your Popper talking about flowers. Annie, you look over at Trip, but it's no longer a Trip, it's a bear sitting next to you. And you're no longer in this house, you're sitting in a forest. And Orsa's no longer there.
Tiberius?
He peeks up at him saying his name.
How'd you get... Wait. How'd I get here? How'd you get here, though?
Just kind of just gives you a confused look and then kind of nuzzles his head into your shoulder.
Oh, I missed you, buddy. And she gives him a really big hug.
Nuzzles into your form.
But where are we? How did we get... Wait, where did Trip go? But I mean, you're here. How did I get here? I'm so confused right now.
She's just like looking around, trying to figure things out.
As you're kind of figuring things out, you get this sense of deja vu. And you look over at Tiberius and no longer there. You're standing outside of a small hut. You're running away from it. You're blink and you're on the other side of the lake. All too familiar what is happening to you now. Make another wisdom saving throw.
21.
Okay. As you begin to recollect what is happening, you awake and you see Reia, and your immediate thought in the front of your mind is about the witch.
Duck nuggets. Oh, hi, Reia.
I'm kind of like,
sure?
when you fell, by the way, I was like my hands are on either side of your face trying to get you to wake up, and when you wake up, I'm like, and I drop you.
Ow! What?
Sorry.
I'm pretty sure the witch has us now.
Fuck nuggets. Okay.
Where? Dang it! Where is everyone?
She like starts looking around.
We're trying to wake Fern Trip up right now.
Okay.
And then
Did we actually get to the city?
I don't think so. I think we got like routed somewhere else or something. I don't know.
Shit. I don't know where Mellie and 47 are then.
Really?
We were
Okay.
following Orsa to you.
Oh, so do they have Orsa still?
No, Orsa.
Orsa still has to be close by because I can like sense them. So
she was with me. And then things happened.
Mhm.
I was in a forest, and she was no longer with me.
Okay. It's okay. I understand. Are you okay?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna reach my hand out, as an offer for you to take.
She takes it.
Shaking hand. And then right now we are both glowing 2 different colors, and when our hands touch, we glow the same color. And I'm gonna pull you over to Trip and Fern, and kind of we're all standing there. And while I'm holding on to, I'm gonna like forget to let go as I pulled you over there, and kind of look around and try to sense Orsa, because I'm thinking that Orsa might be able to lead us to the other.
Okay. Make another general wisdom check for me.
What's my wisdom? 15.
You can sense that Orsa is within 100 feet of you, but you don't directly know where. But you can sense that they're within 100 feet of you.
I'm gonna wait until we get a trip down. I don't want any of us splitting up. Then I'll try to find them.
Trip is down at this point. He's no longer attached to the tree, but he's still kind of in that catatonic state, kind of just eyes almost glazed over, as he's still going on about flowers.
Fern's gonna remember what Reia did to get him out of the state, and he's gonna do the same. Like, get mud and, like, write it's Fern on his forearm.
Okay. You make an Arcana check. And then, Trip, you make a Perception check.
That's a 5. Ooh. You were muted.
No, it's fine. It's alright. I was like trying to do the math in my head. 17.
Okay. You can feel the sensation of it, almost like when someone is just barely touching your skin. You can feel it, and you can easily make out it's saying Fern, but you don't see anything there.
Just gonna pick up a. You ever been in your book about ferns?
Oh, it's mostly about flowers. I can maybe go get one tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't know. That'd be great. I don't know if ferns mean anything.
I don't know either. Why do you ask?
No reason. Just interested, I think. I don't know.
Well,
Annie tries to slap him.
Okay. You do so. Make an Arcana check.
Fern, like, glares at Andy like, what the hell?
Ooh, +5. That's 24.
Okay. You hear in the back of your mind, it's still distant, but you hear what the hell as you feel this not burning, but stinging sensation on your cheek.
Did Fern hear Trip say that Fern doesn't mean anything?
Ah, shit.
It's gonna slowly process, and he's like, oh, He's just holding back his emotions, and he's just very stoic at that point, and he's like,
I would like Fern to make another wisdom saving throw for me.
Shit.
Oh, shit.
No, not Fern. Sorry, I meant Trip. I was looking at Vickey.
Okay, I was like,
I get you guys confused all the time.
So do we. It's fine.
It's fine.
Okay. Cool. 7. I really hate this. I really hate this.
I'm gonna.
Go
ahead.
Okay. You're looking at Copper, and you're looking into her eyes, but they're a different color. They're not the same color as you know. They're almost black. It confuses you.
Lovey, you done something wrong with your eyes. You done something different.
What do you mean, dear?
Weren't they green this morning?
They are green. What are you talking about?
I don't know. Maybe it's the light.
It probably is late, dear. You've also had a busy day.
Yeah, it's been a long day robbing people. Sure.
You can feel. You can see she reaches out in your face and just kisses you on the forehead. What's the idea?
Okay. Yeah, sounds great. Yeah, it's been a weird. I don't know what's going on. It's been a weird day, I think. Time's being weird.
She just kind of presses your cheek and just kind of goes over and goes and makes a chamomile tea for you and brings it up to try to calm you down as you just begin muttering. But you do take 9 points of psychic damage.
I'm gonna die in this dream.
And he's like shaking Trip the entire time. Trip, wake up! Trip, wake up!
I tried that too. I think I'm gonna pull on to Annie and be like, how did you wake up?
It was a bit of deja vu. I kind of been in this situation before a little bit, so yeah.
Oh, well, if you think it's the witch, do we know anything about like ending witch things? I don't have anything that ends magic, or like, the only thing I know about witches is fairy tales, if I'm honest.
Yeah, no, this definitely ain't no fairy tale.
Yeah.
Would Annie, from all the books and stuff, would she know how to get people out of these states?
The best
True
that
love's
you...
kiss.
No, it's not True Love's Kiss. There are fairy tales about that kind of thing. You aren't sure if that would work. But for the most part, it's just trying to have them recall things in actual real life and try to make something stand out upon their specific delusion.
Okay. So Annie looks at Reia, she's like, so we gotta figure out how to get Trip to understand that he's not where he thinks he is and that he's actually here.
Does
Must be
Fern
pretty far.
hear that?
What?
Does Fern hear that?
You guys are kind of talking. You guys are all talking. You're in the same area.
Okay, cool. So he's gonna hear that, but he's not gonna like say anything, and he's gonna write like necklace on Trip's arm.
Okay. Make another Arcana check for me.
On magic boy. Oh, that's a dirty 20.
Woohoo!
Trip, as you're getting ready for bed and Hopper's gone down to make a chamomile tea for you, you're kind of just getting your night clothes on, and you see appearing on your wrist necklace in mud.
I will look down to see what necklace.
And it's weird, you have your locket,
Yeah.
but you also have a necklace that's unfamiliar to you. It has an ace card on it.
Weird. It's a new one. I don't remember having that.
And make a wisdom saving throw with advantage, please.
Okay. 17 plus 5.
You look down and at this necklace and at your wrist, and as the door is opening up again, you see Copper with the tea and the smile. Here, and then you wake, and you you see Fern and Annie and Reia around you, and you're in a swamp.
I do. It's just like a massive pause as he looks around and just be like, not a dream. This a dream?
This is
Welcome
not a
back.
dream. You were in a
Unfortunately,
dream.
this is real.
Okay.
We all been there, don't worry. He's
Hey,
just
how
kind of like
sober are
really
you
down.
right now?
That was a lot of voices a lot of the time. Sorry, which one? Sorry, Annie, you said something?
How sober are you?
I am not sober at all. I really don't think I am sober.
Yeah, I mean, you had but here's the thing. So we're in the witch's lair now. So we were all like, kind of under her spell a little bit.
Yeah. Right. There's, you're gonna have to catch me up with this. This has been a lot.
We got lost. Vision of my mom tried to kill Fern. vision of
Never
my
be a
brother.
family.
Yeah, wasn't great. And it sucks because I was actually looking forward to see my mom. Great. I don't know if I should tell her about this.
I wouldn't.
Probably not.
And then we were at the tavern, and you were
Yeah.
going to. No, she's just gonna bulldoze through it. You were gonna tell Fern about your feelings, and then we couldn't find Fern or Reia, and then we lost Mellie and 47. And oh, did you ever find Orsa, Reia?
No, I haven't. What did you say? No, I haven't found Orsa. Maybe we should walk away by a couple feet and help me find Orsa, Annie.
And he just like lets herself be dragged off.
Yep, okay. I'm not gonna walk too far away because I still want to be able to see them, and I've still got like a thing on them, but I'm just like, Orsa. Also our other friends that are important to us.
I'll have you either make a perception or investigation check, whichever you'd like.
Okay.
And Annie can help with that.
Hell yeah. You say investigation or perception?
Yeah,
I don't know if
whatever
11
you'd like.
helps that.
I got a perception is a 23.
Okay. As you walk away, you can see you look up in the trees and you can see that Orsa is kind of just laying in one of the branches, entangled in moss.
Oh shit. Wait, fire doesn't hurt Orsa, does it? I'm double checking.
He's
Damage
immune.
immunity, fire. Hell yeah. Go. Oh! Firebolt right at the thing of moss.
Okay, yeah, you firebolt the moss and he begins to plummet.
I catch Orsa.
Okay. You catch Orsa. He's kind of still in kind of a similar catatonic state, but as soon as you kind of catch him and he feels the fire burst around him, he kind of shakes his head awake. Oh, that was a lot.
Hey, hi, are you okay? Good, we're standing over here for a minute because Fern and Trip are having a serious conversation, but I'm glad that you're okay.
Okay. And we'll move over to, I will wait the conversation with Fern and Trip as we move over back to 47 and Mellie. Mellie, I would like you to make another wisdom saving throw for me.
You got it.
And I will say at advantage because
Okay.
you've taken damage outside of psychic.
Okay. So I rolled a 2. My wisdom is
Okay.
+7, and then I
Alrighty.
guess whatever that
You
would
roll
be.
again.
Roll again.
Yeah, roll again.
So I rolled a 2.
Okay. You feel like you are in Amiria's arms and you are falling and plummeting towards the ground.
She's just screaming the whole way down.
47, you can distantly hear Mellie screaming, but you don't know where she is. But you're walking through the little garden section of the temple.
I can hear her enough.
Yeah, it's very distant, but you can hear her enough that you recognize it as Mellie.
47 is gonna listen for the, direction that Mellie's voice came from, like immediately pulling away from the, probably they were like playing with the lights on the tree like they used to do, and just running in the direction they hear Mellie.
Yeah. You begin to run towards that direction. Make another wisdom saving throw for me. Okay. As you're running, you begin to feel the soft grass begin to sink, and you can hear it almost squelch as you begin to run forward. As you're running forward, you kind of, your eyes, like, they kind of blink in and out, almost like you're blinking, and you look around and you're in a swamp, and you are standing in front of this very large round pit. And you cannot see the bottom of it, but you can hear Mellie screaming at the bottom.
Can I do an investigation check? I want to see,
Yeah.
I can't see the bottom of it. Okay. Well, that's a 2. 47's going in.
You're just jumping down?
100%. Melie's down there.
Okay, I would like you to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
If your friend jumps off a cliff, would you?
Well,
47
yes,
would.
47 would for Melee. 100%. Hold on, I have a question. 47 does have danger sense. Does that apply here?
What is the specifics on that?
Advantage against, or advantage on dexterity saving throws against effects that you can see, such as traps and spells.
You would have advantage, yes.
Okay. And what did you? Well, that doesn't matter. But what kind of it was dexterity, right?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, dexterity
I
saving throw.
rolled an 18 and a nat 20, and then that's +2 for both. So if that matters.
Okay, so you take 8 points total of piercing damage as you begin to fall, and you notice as these large spikes begin to jut out from the bottom of the ground, and you kind of almost your body weight pushes you towards the wall, and you dodge most of them. You do still get, it goes through one of your wooden joints, and it takes damage that way. Basically, you took half. But you do see Mellie is kind of laying on top of a few of these spikes and kind of just screaming out.
40. So the spikes are, what are they? Are they like wood or like vine sort of?
They
or,
look
like,
to be
metal?
made of like a carved wood.
47. So is it like, can 47 see down to Mellie, or like is Mellie ahead of them?
Like Mellie's ahead of you.
Okay.
Like you can see through. It's very
Yeah.
crowded with the spikes. You
Yeah.
can't move through them. You'd probably have to tear them down.
Yeah, exactly. So 47's gonna pull out their Morning Star and just like machete style through the grass, just like beating the shit out of these things to get to
Yeah.
Mellie.
And it's easy enough to do so. You begin tearing through, and you eventually get to Mellie, and you can see that you can see that there is 2 spikes kind of protruding, one through her leg and one through her stomach.
Mellie
And
not
she's
okay.
just screaming.
47's just looking at Mellie and like trying to remember, like, you know, the whole, do you pull the thing out of the wound? It bleeds. What did she tell me? I don't remember. It was book stuff. I don't remember. And like really sad, not knowing what to do. They don't want to make her bleed out.
Okay.
So, do I still think I'm falling?
Yeah, you still think that you're falling 500 feet off of a cliff, and you are getting closer and closer to the forest's edge. You are going to hit trees soon, with Emiria in your arms.
I will say that 47 probably yelled Mellie pretty, like, as you know, like screamed Mellie's name.
Okay.
When they saw the state of her.
Yeah. Mellie, make a perception check for me.
Gotcha. Can I use a different die? I rolled a 2, and my perception was plus a 7.
As you're falling, you look up and you see 47 on the edge of the cliff yelling down Mellie, but it's distant because you're falling.
47! I don't know what to do! I'm almost to the ground!
You hear this scream out right in front of you, and it almost hurts, but you see your friend just...
When she screams, 47's just gonna pick her up, like straight off the spikes.
You take another 3 points of damage as 47 takes you off the spikes. But you are now holding Mellie in your arms.
Is she actively bleeding? Is like 47 just like looking over her, like?
Yeah, she looks to be actively bleeding from the wounds that she holds.
Cat.
Sorry.
I thought that was just really good, like ow, stab wounds.
Yeah, no, I'm getting piercing damage in real life. So yes, technically, you can use that for in-character acting.
Yes, I will. But yeah, Mellie, as you're falling, you see the trees are getting closer and closer and closer, and as you hit the trees, you can feel another burst of pain, and that's when 47 is picking you up. But you eventually tumble down through the trees, and you hit the ground, and you expect to not be alive after falling this far, but you have your sister in your arms, and you're holding her, and you're awake. You haven't been sundered from the fall. And I would like you'd make another wisdom saving throw for me.
Alright. She's just kind of breathing heavily. Much better. That is a 17 plus 7, so.
47, as you're holding Mellie in your arms, and you kind of barely hear her call out to Emiria, you see as her eyes, they were this almost glossed over white, they return back to their natural purple state, and you awake up in 47's arms, surrounded by spikes that are splintered and still up. And you can feel the wounds on your body.
47.
Mellie, I don't. You're bleeding. I didn't know what to do. You were hurt, and I don't remember what you said about wounds, and then I took you off the spike, and then it made you bleed more, but I didn't remember if you said that you're supposed to take the thing out of the thing because it's gonna bleed, and I didn't remember if you were supposed to do this because I didn't read the book. It was book stuff.
Book stuff. Alright. I'm gonna go with that and my pain.
What do I do?
Can I cast Cure Wounds or something higher?
Yeah, you can cast Cure Wounds on yourself. You can cast at first or second level, whatever you'd like.
Alright, we'll do it on the first level, I think.
Okay. So roll a d8.
Okay. That is a 5.
So you heal up, 9 points.
Okay.
Yeah, you see as Mellie kind of holds her stomach wound and begins to heal it, and it stitches itself back together. And as you guys are standing at the bottom of this pit, we'll move back over to Fern and Trip.
Cool.
Nice.
We're just like very confused, especially like with Annie just being like, feelings, and he's gonna be like, he doesn't really believe it because it's like it was probably just their dream thing sequence. So he's just kind of just sitting there, kind of sulking from hearing Trip say, "Fern doesn't mean anything." So he's just kind of sulking.
Chip's gonna just kind of follow Fern. Is Fern sitting or?
Yeah, he probably like went and took a seat somewhere less muddy.
Gonna give you the old friendly tap on the shoulder, like, I'm not sure if this is, I hope this is real.
It's real.
Oh,
Think
cool.
you should have saw me. I was chasing Reia. I told her I wouldn't say anything, but so fun. But they were Morcerin. That was very interesting.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm
Dad
thinking this is real.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you saw someone important.
Yeah. It's gonna take us. Is this branch twig seat taken? Swamp?
Oh, it's so taken.
Well,
Just like motions for him to sit down anyway.
Yeah, I'll just plop down next to you.
It's been crazy.
Telling me.
I don't even know how we got here in the first place.
Oh, I think I was following a dragon.
Yeah, true. He's just gonna, like, kind of clear his throat, and then he's just gonna, at his pockets, like, you know, trying to find a note to, like, kind of give him some courage, and he's like, shit. It's like, where did it? I don't even know what's real anymore. And he's just, like, searching his pockets, like, a little more, like, kind of, like, patting it like you're, like, searching it, and he's like,
Leave some.
I don't know what's real anymore. Did I shower in swamp water? Did I bathe in swamp water?
I mean, you smell like you do, so
I probably
maybe you
did.
did. Yeah.
I don't know where I put my stuff. And I thought I had the letter.
You have all of your stuff on you.
Oh, okay, so it was just like an illusion. So he's like, he says that, and then he's like, oh, never mind. It's like, I can't find. Never mind. I stole Reia's journal and wrote something in it, but it doesn't matter anymore.
You know, I found a note from you.
He's just gonna.
Mentioned you were off. You were leaving?
Oh no, I was gonna finish that up, but Reia woke up, and then I stole it, and then Reia woke up and then was talking to me, and then I was like, I don't want this for too long, so I didn't. Yeah, I got feelings. Yeah, so I got distracted when writing it. I didn't actually finish it. But yeah, don't worry about it. It's fine. I get it.
You sure? Because it says a lot.
More than I could say right now, I guess.
Yeah. Same.
He's like, I don't know what to think. And he's like, yeah, I was, I guess, trying to say, like, it's not fair that I'm, like, you know, staying in that mindset of, you know, wanting to put myself in danger.
Yeah.
So
it's not a healthy mindset, to be fair.
It's really not. That's what I was gonna say at the end of that, in a way.
Oh.
Yeah. I can tell you had, you know, someone else in your thoughts, so it's fine.
Well,
Fine.
so did you. So we both come from places where we've had someone else.
Someone else has been gone for a while, so I'm.
Yeah, I ain't spoken to mine for a while.
Been spoken?
No. I mean, not since I left. So.
Why did you leave?
Oh, you want that story?
Of course, I'm confused why you would leave someone important to you.
Ain't by choice. It's because of this, and I'm gonna pull out the coin and just like hold it up.
What does that have to do with anything?
Absolutely bugger all if you don't believe in magic. Because supposedly it's a lucky coin. People have died over it. Seem to steer the guys right.
Say it again.
It seems to steer the guys right. Okay, I ain't a good person. Like, I ain't a good person. I promise you, I ain't a good person. And the gang used to use the coin to make decisions because it were lucky.
Okay.
And then some guys decided that they wanted the coin. And now it's just me with the coin. So, ain't really lucky, to be fair.
I guess I could see. Guess in a way it is, but I mean, you had it and you didn't die, so must be a bit lucky.
I scuttered through the legs of the guys because I'm small, and therefore it gave me a big chase.
I don't get how that makes you a bad person.
Yeah, because I'm a liar and a thief and a murderer and all the good stuff like that. So I ain't that great.
You're talking to someone who worked for the Ire. I'm not much better.
Yeah, I don't think you did a bad choice though, did you? Like the first chance you ran off, I'd still be there, robbing people.
I only left because Morsarin died. I would have stayed.
Yeah, I'd go back to that life in a heartbeat, to be fair, but here we are.
It wasn't bad, to be honest, but I couldn't be in the place where he was. And, I felt lost and I was searching, for the person that killed him. And then, lo and behold, you. So, I don't regret leaving, but, I meant what I said in the letter. But I get it.
It's a heartfelt letter, and I mean, I ain't got nothing to offer you.
Think I have anything to offer you?
No. Maybe
Not
we
like
could just offer each other nothing. That sounded better in my head. I'm sorry. Maybe we could offer nothing together. I don't think I sounded any better the second time I said that.
Not really, but I get it. I get it. You still have that special someone, don't you?
I don't know. It's been a long time since we spoke.
You still, love them?
Well, I'm still technically married, if she's alive, but I don't know about love. Maybe.
Was it when you got out of the bank, you were, just transformed into a woman? Was that her?
I hope you didn't see that. Yeah, that were her.
I flirted with your wife. Good to know.
Yeah.
It was you though, but
Well, yeah. I mean, I made the boobs a bit bigger because
if I was into it, if I was into girls, that would have my cup of tea, I guess. Good thing I'm not into that.
Yeah, see, I don't know if I am either. Recently, so I don't know.
Confused, blinking, like. But what are you saying?
I'm saying I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I mean, it's not like I'm pursuing this to get anything. I mean, I'm not like I'm pursuing it at all. So it's like, I mean, I was going to, but then, I guess you got to it before I,
Yeah. I like this that we have together.
I like it too. It's like awkward fidgeting of just like, I got caught. Just like, you don't have to, say anything now, it's a lot. I get it.
like to think on it if it's alright with you. I don't want you. I thought you were running off, and I didn't want you to leave.
I wouldn't leave you.
Yeah, no, me neither.
Cool. Yeah. I got it. Yeah, I get it. So you talked to Annie about this, apparently, yeah?
Yeah, I might have done. She was there, and I thought you were gone, and then all these emotions, like complicated stuff.
I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, think about it. I don't need an answer right away. I mean, not like I wrote it to get an answer, but honestly, probably wasn't gonna give it to you, but I found it, so I guess it's luck.
Maybe. I tossed the coin to tell you this or run. And here I am. So...
I'm glad you didn't run.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't run either.
Couldn't if I tried.
That sounds like a lyric from some bard song somewhere. You used to have them in the tavern. Songs about love and stuff.
I never really heard any much love songs. So
if I remember them and I get drunk enough, I'll sing them for you.
Heck yeah. I'll play along.
I'll sing you the rude ones. They're the best ones.
Yes. I wouldn't know because I didn't really hear them, but sounds like a trip.
Hey.
Just awkward, just anxious, okay, panic.
Yeah. So, you guys kind of awkwardly stand there as the group is separated. You guys do not know where 47 or Mellie are. You guys are in a swamp, presumably around the Lucian Rock. And that's where we'll pick up next week. So, thank you guys for tuning in to our Halloween special. It was a blast. We hope you had fun. And we will see you next week. So may the dice guide you to beautiful friendships.